great to have stats in the booth today.
Chris Pierce, our stat man, working the game for the first time. And once again, Christiana knocking on the door. Scarfo looking to throw. The knockaway by Matt Krukiel from his linebacker position. So the pass goes incomplete.
A couple of lefties in the game today, and that time Krukiel with a good drop from his linebacker position right in the way of the Scarfo pass. Here's a look at it again. A lot of blue shirts around the intended receiver, Bufano.
So it'll bring about a second down now.
Well, actually, it's going to bring about a first down for the Brandywine Bulldogs as their defense holds. And the Dogs are going to call timeout.
We will keep it here, Ange. Give us a chance to talk a little bit about what's going on in high school football. I think you said last week that this was the week that you give us your pick on who's going to win it all. And I want to get right down to business.
No coffee here in the press box yet, so we haven't woken. And you want the pick. Well, you know, I think it's time to stop waffling here. I have been on the Caesar Rodney bandwagon. Of course, they're in dire straits now with a couple of losses, but more importantly, the loss to Seaford and Henlopen North. So scratch those people off the ticket. Seaford and Ron Dickerson always brings that team on. They may be in the thick of it. Look for Penn to come back. I'll tell you what, though. Let me go out on a limb here and say that it's going to be one of two people right now. It's going to be either, these are mind-blower picks, by the way, either Salesianum or William Penn in Division I. Now, Division II, I'm going to hold till next week.
Because we're going to look at two of the premier squads.
We got a good one next week, folks. And Dickinson and St. E's, and I got to give the edge to the Ram right now, but I'll tell you, it's going to be a good one. Hey, how about Laurel, though? The Bulldogs off to a great start. They win again last night. So I'm going to waffle on the Division II pick.
No, you were waffling on the Division I, too.
Okay,
I mean, you said Sally's or William Penn. That's a waffle. Get some syrup. All right, we're back to football here. Game action. Harold Collins pick up 1 or 2, so second down and long for Brandywine. 11:42 to go in the second quarter. If you just joined us, Dwayne Davis touchdown run at 24 yards. All the scoring we've had, 6-0. Christiana leading.
You know, Brandywine once again hasn't gotten on track, but a lot of that has had to do with the field position that the Dogs have had. Larry's never had the position where he can open up that passing game.
Well, we'll see what they can do right now. They'll hand it off again. Collins getting the call once again. Found a hole and got the first down.
Well, that gets them a little bit excited. The offensive line did a good job giving Collins the running room. The first down for the Bulldogs here with 11 minutes left in the second quarter. And maybe that gets them on track a little bit. Watch the offensive line play. They'll open up a big hole. Great block there by the left guard. Burdette. I'm sorry, that's Stabe on the left side, Burdette on the right.
And a first down for the Bulldogs. Kennedy in motion now for the Bulldogs. They'll give it to Collins again, still on his feet. Another nice gain. Coach Wheeler says the great thing about Harold Collins is he finishes off every run, and that's so important for a running back. Keeps the legs moving, never gives up. And he said as much of an animal as he is on the field, he's a quiet kid in the classroom. Some of his teachers can't believe that this young man is such an outstanding and physical type football player.
Of course, you say animal affectionately.
Oh, yeah.
It's understood.
In terms of grinding out that extra yard at the end of the run. It's all in context, Angie. A counter play, nice gain for Brandywine.
Ball carried by number 30, John Case.
That's John Case carrying it for the Bulldogs.
And Duncan there on the tackle. That's one of the staples of a Larry Wheeler offense. Fake the quick pitch and then slip it to your fullback up underneath. But Duncan was there, not enough though, to prevent the first down.
So a well-engineered drive to this point for Brandywine. They look to get on the scoreboard. so far this year for Brandywine. Beat Seaford 16-6. They lost to Strathaven 17-13. An uninspired performance, as Coach Wheeler from his guys, and they beat up on AI 42-0. They are 2-1 on the season. Kennedy again in motion. Beeson pitching for Collins. Picks up a good block, still on his feet. And he is thrown down at about the 33-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you, that good block was by number 30, John Case, out of that fullback spot, and he's the one that got the extra 10 yards. Here comes the quick pitch. Watch it block by 30, right? Boom. Good job. Little pancake action by Case, and another first down for Brandywine.
Collins made good use of the block, too, cutting it back inside. So we talked about the Bulldog passing game, but so far we've seen the ground attack flourishing from this drive. Collins again, big hole up the middle, cuts it back inside.
Once again, it's Case with a nice kick-out block.
Mike Brown making the stop for Christiana, but
a good wall off initially by Rush, but then Case finishing it off, and Collins with the cut back across the field. The Dogs on the move.
and another first down from the 15. Kennedy again in motion. Give it to Collins again. This time he stopped at the line of scrimmage. Jamie Duncan there to wrap him up for Christiana.
No, Jerry Wisman there also, but Duncan read it quickly, got across the line, and there was really nowhere for Collins to run. But Collins being the workhorse here in this drive.
Second down and long. You mentioned Collins averaging over 100 yards per game so far for Brandywine. 174, 3 TDs versus AI DuPont. Beeson will give it to Collins again. Collins once again tripped up. Jerry Wisman and Rob Long making the stop for Christiana. 7:42 to go in the first half. 6-0. Christiana leading.
Wisman with the penetration from his tackle position. Number 74, 6 feet 270.
So third and long now for Brandywine. Let's see if they take to the air. They put Case in motion, a whistle.
That's going to be a delay of game against Brandywine.
Didn't need that.
That was quick,
right there.
too.
Delay of game penalty against the Brandywine. That'll cost them 5. That'll make it 3rd and 15.
You know, what a turnaround for Brandywine. Of course, last year they went 2-8, 1-6 in Flight A, and off to the 2-1 start. Of course, 2 years ago Brandywine had that great year.
Oh, absolutely fantastic. That
So
was the year Larry came over from the closing of Claymont.
Right, and they brought some Claymont kids with them, so they had some extra talent in the pool. The pass to Collins. Collins inside the 10, knocked out of bounds at about the 8-yard line.
That's going to pick up a big chunk of that needed 14 yards. Not quite enough for the first down, but a well-conceived screen because everything was flowing to the left, and Beeson brought it back to the right. It's got a big call here. 4th and short, about 5. But watch him set here. Fakes the quick look. And that hurt a little bit. The ball was a little bit behind Collins, so he had to come back for it. But still gets inside the 10. You make a decision here to get the 3 or the 6, and Larry's made his call going for 6. Passing set.
Kennedy, Schwartzman split wide right, but look at Duncan just plow his way in and wrap up Beeson.
You know, you just turn your kids loose in that situation, and Bill lets Duncan go. He comes in almost untouched. From the left side of your screen, here he comes. They missed the block. They didn't pick up the blitz. And Beeson doesn't have a chance.
And that's the wrong guy to miss an assignment on, because Duncan will make you pay the price. So Christiana will take over. Brandywine showing they were able to move the ball on the ground in that set, but the Vikings rose up and made the stop. Fourth down situation. They go up the gut. It was Watts on the carry for Christiana.
Well, you can expect Bill to keep it on the ground here for the first time. He is at a disadvantage field position-wise, but it's nice to have a hoss in the backfield like Watts at 230 who can grind it out up the middle.
Just about 6 minutes left in the first half now. And a 2nd down and 7 for Christiana. They'll give it to Watts. And the big guy rumbles close to the first down, but not quite enough. Colin Caputo on the stop for the Dogs.
Look at the set of legs on this kid. How'd you like to see him coming through the line here and try and bring him down? Looks like Craig Hayward of the...
That's it. A little bit of iron head action.
A little iron head action.
Here's Bill Muehlheisen, the coach of Christiana.
Ron Hollis at his side.
And a 3rd and 1 for Muehlheisen's Vikings.
Tough yardage, but it appears he has enough for the first down. Nice hit applied by that Brandywine linebacker crew of Caputo and Kukukil. Actually up from the secondary. That was Jason Todd. Nice stick, and it did keep him from... No, it is going to be a first down. They just hadn't changed that number on the down marker.
And Matt Krukiel blows his way in and returns the favor on Bobby Scarfo.
Well,
sack for the Bulldogs.
There's the blitz in one of those situations where you saw Krukiel coming. It was going to be a counter back to Davis, but Krukiel was there before the handoff to Davis. Nobody picked him up on the blitz.
And that's the kind of penetration that the Bulldogs were hoping to get to try to stop this high-powered Viking ground game. So a loss on the play, 2nd down and about 15. Big sack by Matt Krukiel. Davis in motion. Scarfo looking to air it out. Look for Duncan. He has him. First down across the 50 out to about the 53.
And they picked up the blitz that time. Once again, Brandywine came with the blitz, this time from the other side. Top of your screen. Here comes the blitz, but they picked him up. It was actually a defensive end, and Duncan well behind the secondary, and a big pickup.
And a nice thrown ball by Bobby Scarfo. That pass right on the money. And a big first down. Under 4 minutes now in the first half. 6-0 Christiana. They're trying to build on that. Watts will get 1, maybe 2 yards out of his fullback position. Gatta there to make the stop for Brandywine.
Tackled by number 82, Christiana.
So 2nd down at about 8 for Christiana.
Quick moving second quarter, most of the action having been on the ground. Once again, a little surprising that a lot more points aren't on the board. 6-0 here with 3 minutes left in the second quarter.
Well, we also do have a couple of good defensive units here today. Here's Jamie Duncan, big piece of yardage. Looks like he got the first down.
Wisman with a good block, but once again, that misdirection and a pulling lineman